Hi guys, Dr. Lisa here. I wanted to talk to you about one of my recent posts. I listed some tips for how to manage your chronic pain during the holidays. And I want to just clearly point out that chronic pain is chronic, meaning you have it most or all of the time for a long-standing time frame. So clearly it's something that you have to deal with all the time. I just wanted to point out some tips for the holiday seasons because I know that this is the time of year when you might be doing a little bit more than normal. You might be wanting to interact with your family and loved ones in the community, and you may find that doing so much and being on the go kicks your pain up to a higher notch, and not being mindful of managing it, you might find yourself feeling worse after the holiday season or even during. So just a few tips for you. The first thing I suggest is allowing and scheduling extra time for your physically demanding activities. So if you know you're going to be Christmas shopping and walking around the mall and crowded places, be very mindful of how much time that you're going to need. Think about your physical mobility. If walking long distances is a problem for you, don't be afraid to get one of the motorized scooters. Don't be afraid to bring your walker. I know it can be a hassle when it's crowded, but make sure you're taking care of yourself and having what you need available, and taking the extra time. If you are going to walk, and you know that you move a little bit slower, just be realistic about the time that you need. If you typically would go to the mall and be in and out in an hour, consider that it's the holiday season. It's going to be more crowded. Lines are going to be longer. And if you're moving slower, then give yourself 2 hours. Give yourself some time so that you don't feel rushed and overstressed over something as simple as shopping, right? It should be an enjoyable experience. The second thing I suggested is to stay on top of your nutrition, your supplements, and water. This is a biggie because when we're busy, we're just go, 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 go. We're not prepping and planning and, putting our little supplements in our pill box or, keeping our water bottle with us at all times. This time of year is the most important time of year to do those things because it's so easy to let those things fall by the wayside, and then you will pay for it with your health. So stay on your nutrition, continue your meal prep. I know it's hard when you're Christmas shopping and wrapping gifts and planning for big dinners like Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's and parties and things like that, but do your normal weekly grocery shopping, do your normal meal planning, and if that's not something you normally do, you might want to look into it so that your meals and everything is already planned out, set aside. You have your lunch with you when you're at work and your snacks and things like that, okay? The third thing I suggested is to get the 7 to 8 hours of sleep you need. I know, speaking from someone who allows this time of year to keep me up all night, doing all kinds of things, online shopping, researching, wrapping gifts, watching my shows, you have to pull yourself back. Set an alarm on your phone that tells you to go to bed. Go to bed. Everyone needs their sleep, and especially if you're managing chronic pain, not getting the sleep that you need is going to make your symptoms worse over time. The next tip is to add in short 3-minute stretching routines throughout the day. Chronic pain can be typically managed well, sometimes pharmaceutically, and also just with movement, massage, and other modalities, typically, depending upon what the source of your pain is. So if you're going to be on the go more, it's very imperative that you stop and take some stretch breaks. Stretch all the major parts of your body, move a little bit, and give your body the flexibility it needs to get through, maybe your longer days or your busier days. The next tip is to utilize an assistive device when necessary. And we talked about this earlier. If you normally walk with a cane, but if you're feeling depleted of energy, you use a walker, it's okay to pull out that walker, if you're going to be doing something where you're on your feet much longer. It's okay to rely on your sources of independence. And people consider assistive devices to sort of be where you're less independent, but really what it makes you is more independent because you're not dependent on other people to help you because you have the assistive device that you need. So if you use a cane, if you use a walker, if you use a wheelchair, use them, especially during this time of year because your body will be more exhausted from the activities that you're doing. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. I'm not saying stay in that wheelchair or keep using that walker or cane, but when you need it, and you need to use it. Listen to your body. That is how we honor our bodies, by listening to what it's telling us, okay? And the last step, or the last tip, is to honor your body by listening to it and saying no when tasks are going to be too physically demanding for you, or emotionally demanding, or mentally demanding. Creating that boundary of no, no, I will not participate in the workplace event or potluck this year. I'm not going to bake a dish for 40 people. No, I will not be helping to clean up or set up. I can't do it this time, and that's okay. You have to take care of you. You have to establish your own boundaries, and you have to put you first, even during this very loving and giving season. Give yourself some love and some care and some honor and respect, and do what's best for your body, okay? Hope that helps. For those of you managing chronic pain, I send you my prayers, my well wishes that this season will be blessed and enjoyable, and that you will not experience your worst flare-ups ever during this time of year. All right, happy holidays.